Lesson 2. Welcome back. I'm calling this the Big Three online. The Big Three. Okay. Uh, One thing you have to learn first and foremost, since we're in lesson 2 right now, is that you have to be an expert, right? But in a specific field. So you have to kind of look inside yourself, look in the mirror, get up, go to the bathroom, look in the mirror and say, what am I good at? Okay. I taught inmates business for 7 years when I was in prison, and I love the experience. I love teaching business. I love showing numbers and helping people like launch their own thing. So I transferred that into the online world when I was able to get out of jail. But that might not be you. Maybe you're more of a fitness guru. You love working out. You love eating right. You love to show people how to be healthier. Maybe that's more your, maybe that's more your expertise. So that's okay. That's good. I'm going to show you what the big three are online and what makes the most money. The big three, you don't want to like get into like underwater basket weaving and like all these weird little niches. You want to get into what works, okay? So here are the big three online. You want to pick, why does it always give me this? Okay. You want to pick wealth, which is what I do, right? I do wealth. I teach people business. Wealth can be a number of different things, but it might help if this is bigger, right? It doesn't really matter. It's fine. We're gonna do health. All right, we're gonna do health. That's another big one. And we're gonna do relationships. Okay, so you're gonna choose one of these three to get started. You're gonna decide, what are you good at? Are you the type of person that is always giving your friends like dating advice and you're always trying to play matchmaker? Then relationships might be for you. But relationships doesn't have to be with other people too, right? It could be relationship with yourself. It could be self-development. It could be, mindfulness. It could be, inspiration, motivation. Maybe that's your kind of thing. That's okay too. That also works online. There's a ton of that. So these are the big three. They call these evergreen niches. The reason that they're evergreen is if you think of a human being, right? Human beings will always need health, wealth, and relationships. These are not things that go in and out of style. They switch up trends like since the dawn of man, right? We've all needed health, wealth, and relationships. And it's going to continue on for the next 2 million years, right? It's never going to end. We all need these big three things in our lives. So these are the biggest three industries online where people who they want to know more about health. They want to know more about eating right and nutrition. They're more likely to follow somebody on Instagram or wherever they're following somebody to get that kind of advice, to figure out what they should buy. Okay, so these are three of the best three industries to get into. Now, there's sub industries inside of them. Okay, like I said, with health, it might be nutrition. Maybe you know the right foods to eat, right? So that's something you can build a business off. Maybe you know nutrients. Maybe you know the actual exercise itself. Maybe you're a big exercise guru and you know all the best workouts. Maybe it's mental health. Maybe you help people treat their depression. Maybe you know some of the best ways to get people out of that funk. Whatever. Maybe you know how to talk to people. You play psychologist with your friends all the time. Same thing with relationships. There's like sub niches. There's like, dating. There's, right? I hope you can read this. There's dating, right? There's like personal relationships. There's like self-help, like personal, right? Let's see here. There's like family. There's like raising kids. There's like, parental advice, stuff like that. So we can put family here, relationships. Right? Maybe you're big on raising child psychology, or what the top 5 things to do with your children, whatever. So there's all these sub niches, and we can get into wealth. Obviously, like investments and business, obviously, right? Or what I do, teaching business. It just goes on and on and on and on. We can do like sub niches. We can go deeper. We can go deep. Like you can make something in the wealth niche that just helps somebody to get money. Like you can teach people how to make do stuff on Photoshop. Like you can actually do stuff on Photoshop like I'm doing right now, or you can teach people how to use Photoshop, which they can in turn help people and make money with their skill. So you can teach people skills and it still counts as wealth, right? Oh, what am I even writing here? But you get the idea. I was gonna write business, but oh, that's what I was gonna write. Anyway, uh, I told you. See, I don't have to be anybody special or anything. Neither do you. So listen, right? So I want you to choose one of these three. Okay, choose the health, wealth, or relationships, and really go deep on them. Decide for yourself what is it that you want to do for the long term, because this is long term. Like if you thought this was a get rich quick scheme, baby, I got some bad news for you, right? You're building a long term footprint online. You want to be known for something, right? So that's not to say that later on you can't, dive into other niches and start building up new footprints in those niches. Like maybe you start with wealth, but you also have some expertise in relationships. Well, start with the one that you know best. And as you grow, you can start introducing new products, new services, and things like that. Okay. So it doesn't mean that you have to do that forever. But when you start, it's very, 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 very important for you to start with just one thing and make it very, very simple. Okay. Don't make things too complicated because you're going to get overwhelmed if you add too much on your plate. Just go very, very simple. Now in the description down below, hopefully if I know how this tech stuff works, right, and I can figure it out, I'm going to share with you a link to this spreadsheet where I actually have all the 2 Comma Club winners. Okay, if you don't know what the 2 Comma Club is, all it really basically means is these are all people that made $1 million with a website. Okay, that's what it basically means. They all made $1 million or more with a website. And the only reason I want to share that link and show you that spreadsheet is as you look at it, look at what industries these people are in. Take note. Look at what industries they're in. I have listed in there what industries they're in, what they actually do, what they sell. And you'll notice a very common trend. They're all in these big 3 niches, all of them. Okay, there's not somebody in there who he's a forklift operator. No, they're all in there doing health, wealth, and relationships. That just goes to show you right there how big these industries are online. And there's plenty of money to go around. Don't be afraid of oversaturation, because people tell me that all the time. Isn't it oversaturated? Isn't there too many people doing it? There's no such thing, okay? If you think about it, if an author comes out with a new book, let's say he comes out with a new book on relationships, okay? What happens to the current authors in that niche, right? What happens to the current authors who are dominating the sales charts in relationship books? Nothing, right? It doesn't kill their sales. It doesn't make things worse for them. If anything, it brings new people in. This new author brought new people in and the industry gets bigger. Okay, that's how capitalism works. It feeds off itself. It's an ever-growing, abundant garden. Okay, if that new author comes out with a slammin' jammin' book and it's amazing, all it does is raise the level of fandom in that industry. A new person going in and buying that book, they love it, right? And they want to go try other books. They're like, oh, what? I need to go read this guy's book and now this guy's book. Everybody is doing well. There's no reason to fight. There's no competition. There's no saturation. Okay. I welcome people coming into my niche. If you're in here and you're getting into the business niche and you want to teach people affiliate marketing, great. I think it's wonderful that more people are coming in and you're bringing more people in. That's more potential customers. That's more people we can serve and help. That's great. That's a good thing. The other thing is, if that author comes out with that new book, maybe it stinks and it doesn't sell, it still doesn't hurt the people who are doing well in that niche. There's no such thing, okay? Supply and demand doesn't work like that, okay? As long as there's demand, there's going to be supply, and it really doesn't really matter, okay? This is why Burger Kings move in across the street from McDonald's, okay? They're not afraid of the competition. They know that the McDonald's is already bringing people in there, and they're saying, hey, let's move in next door because this is where the customers are, right? They're not afraid of saturation. They're not saying well, there's a McDonald's across the street, I guess I should just pack up and quit. They don't have that attitude. They say, bring it on, right? Let's do this. That's the attitude you should have. Don't be afraid of competition. Don't be afraid of other people out there. Oh man, why would anybody listen to me? I'm just some little guy on a totem pole. Why wouldn't anybody buy, instead of buying the stuff I recommend or the stuff I sell, why wouldn't anybody just go and buy the big names out there? Oh, they're so intimidating. Well, I want to ask you this. If you're in here and you're in this course right now, you bought this, right? who the hell am I? Right? You could have bought like Russell Brunson, or, there's a million and one names out there who are huge names that you could have bought their product instead. But why did you buy mine? Right? And why am I not afraid of the competition? I'm not worried about that. Okay. And you shouldn't be worried either. There's something special about you. You're unique. The way you deliver information, the way that you communicate. Okay. That is what separates you from the pack, is your own personality, your own personal brand. No one can copy you. All right. So that's why you should never be afraid of competition. You should never worry. There is no competition. The only competition is who you were yesterday. Okay. That's the only competition, is who you were yesterday. As long as you're better than who you were yesterday, you should be happy. Okay. So that's all. That's over for lesson 2. Pick a niche, pick health, wealth, or relationships. Find the one that you're really good at. And we're going to move on to the next lesson. I'm the infamous Joel. I'll see you there.